History of punishment. So, humankind is governed by punishments for every criminal activity as it serves and meets the ends of justice. A lawful society is a condition wherein all the individuals who are initially independent can stay united to serve the purpose of humanity. Thereafter, the concept of social contract theory was involved with enjoined the members of society to give away a certain portion of their liberty to the one sovereign who was the lawful administrator. The sovereign, being the lawful administrator, would render protection to the individual. However, the pledging of one's right or liberties with one entity was too not sufficient to protect an individual from the usurpation of his rights, as there will still exist human elements that will make an attempt to take not only take away their portion of rights and liberties but also strangles the masses. It was necessary to avert such elements from the trusting the society back to the chaos. This was the reason why the concept of punishments developed and every wrongdoing was clamped with penalties. An opportunity was provided to the victim or their family members to retaliate against the persons who have committed the offense, and at times this was more like a responsibility than a right. This was the inception of early legal system which gave rise to the common law that was useful in deriving the American criminal law. Primarily, there exist the following theories to contribute to the awarding of punishment to preserve an orderly society, and those are provided hereunder. First was retributive. So the sole purpose behind punishing a person is to recompense from him the wrong he has committed, or in other words, because he deserves to be admonished. Retribution is revenge for an injury. Hegel says punishment is only the manifestation of crime, the second half of which is necessarily presupposed in the first. Retribution is the turning back of crime against itself. Philosophers from Socrates to Hobbes have questions whether the infliction of evil upon anyone can ever be in is itself good. Reform it. This theory contemplates to bring about a reformation in the accused either while serving punishment or by the punishment itself. Utilitarian. So, this theory envisages the awarding punishment would be helpful in discouraging or deterring any prospective offense. This theory conceptualizes a harmonious society where the legal system is installed to administer punishment to ensure that any such offense can be prevented. It contemplates a society which afterwards punishes punishment that is commensurate to the offender's criminal actions and no more than that. Expectation. The convicted person is made to atone for the crime he has committed by inflicting suffering. Preventive. Restraining the criminals from continuing or pursuing their criminal activity is necessary, and that is why the need for physical restraint becomes very important. It seeks to prevent the offenders to commit a repetitive offense by imposing graver punishments. Denunciation. So, societal condemnation acts as a deterrent for very delinquent. According to Lord Dennings, the ultimate justification of any punishment is not that it is deterrent, but there is the apathetic denunciation by the community of crime. The truth is that some crimes are so outrageous that society consists of adequate punishment because the wrongdoers deserve it. Thank you.